It is my pleasure today to showcase my guy Juan, aka Mr. 2sick with its Vayu Virus deck profile. It took me like 10 times to say Vayu Virus successfully, so I probably won't say it more. Anyway, let's get into it. We got 3 Dark Grepher. Obviously, this helps him make Armed Wings basically a little bit more consistently. 2 Armageddonite, the Gale, the Elfin, because it's naturally a deck devy target and it helps set up Eradicator better. 3 Sirocco, ridiculous card. Basically, you just deck devy it off the field and then make an Armed Wing with it. It's very broken. Vayus, of course. The standard stuff, Necro Plague, Dark Armed. Chaos Sorcerer in the build, despite the fact that he only runs 2 Raikou. I heard him get asked about the 2 Raikou in real life, and his response was like, well, you see the Sork on the board, though, right? Which was the case at the time. So, obviously, I guess he did not struggle with having dead Sork in his hand. Sork, obviously, also being an additional deck devy target. But yeah, just 2 Raikou as the lights, 1 Caius the Shadow Monarch, and then he does run the Charge as kind of an additional light monster. Even the Foolish, like, I guess in a really desperate situation, could be an additional light monster as well. Runs the Rhoda to grab whatever, standard and value, obviously. 1-dimensional Prison. I actually like this. This is like just trying to play some standard Yu-Gi-Oh, you know, have some normal back row in there, but not too heavy on it. And they might assume that you're on more than 1 if they see 1. I really like that logic. 3 deck devy, of course. Busted card. Basically, beyond that, he runs every limited trap he could think of, including Magic Cylinder. I asked him if Magic Cylinder went off at all during the event. He said no. But honestly, the fact that Magic Cylinder is in his deck, potentially being milled, other people see it from a different match and stuff, like the fact that people know you are on Magic Cylinder during a tournament creates hilarious mind games, basically, that any face down card could be Magic Cylinder. The man's side deck, 2 DD Crow, 2 Fusilier Dragon, the dual mode beast, one of the best cards in the side deck. That in combination with Eradicator Epidemic Virus allowed him to basically cause Yi Cheng Li to scoop turn 1. He eradicated him for like 6 spells or something ridiculous. Like it hit him for 6 cards. So I think Yi Cheng himself would say, you know, absolute skill issue, completely outplayed in that scenario, basically, by Juan. 2 Pulling the Rug, I guess for the mirror or whatever. 2 Oppression, it's a Vayu deck, so you can just seamlessly throw that in if it happens to shut down your opponent. Mind Crush, an additional card to just take whatever you want out of the opponent's hand when they're probably under some virus. 2 Skill Drain. Kind of a virus, sort of. It drains your opponent's monsters of their ability to do stuff. But anyway, yeah, 2 Skill Drain. This deck just posts up with monsters that have a relatively large attack stat and a dark attribute, and sometimes that is effective against like Lightsworn or GBs even, just various decks. 1 Starlight Road, I'm not positive what that's for, if it's for kind of just the Blackwing matchup or what. And then, yeah, the 1 additional D Prison, in case he wants to play more straight up Yu-Gi-Oh, you know, just put that D Prison in, depending upon, again, what the matchup is. The extra deck will touch on only 2 Armed Wing, 2 Armor Master, 2 Silverwind, and then, you know, a bunch of generic synchros that you can go into with the Plague or whatever. Plague and Gale. Alright, so yeah, that is Juan's Vayu Virus deck profile, aka Mr. 2sick with it. Undefeated Vayu Virus deck. Let's go. Shout out to Juan, and thank you for watching.